Today we have a look at what's going on in Brouwerij van de Streek. Enjoy! All around the world, with the continued rise in craft beer, there are so many wonderful breweries that deserve at the very least a visit. Consider this series your guide to globe-trotting the best of the world's craft beer scene.
So we're Ronald and Sander van der Streek, and what I think 10 years ago, 2009, we started home brewing, and
2010.
okay.
Sorry, from the start.
Beginning of 2010 we started brewing at home, since then a lot of things happened until we built this brewery just in 2017.
Well, basically during our home brewing period we found out that we love making something out of nothing. Well, nothing. Out of kind of basic ingredients like malt, of course, and hops and water. And then making this beautiful product which you can enjoy.
So we like to do a creative series of beers. So next to our core range, we decided a couple of years ago to make a series and call it the Playground, because the brewery is basically our playground. We can do whatever we want, make whatever we want, and that resulted in the idea to brew a non-alcoholic IPA in 2016 or so.
So we are here at Brouwerij van de Streek, which, as I showed you previously, is in Utrecht, and it is managed by these two fantastic guys, and they are making something which I'm really interested in looking at, and that's not really discussed usually, which is non-alcoholic beers, man. Yeah, so, I know we've gone through this before, just like, let's go down. So, alcoholic beer, what are the sort of pitfalls that you're looking at when you're brewing a beer like this?
Well, non-alcoholic beers, you mean?
No, non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
Whatever, yeah, same thing.
In non-alcoholic beers you want to you don't want to get a very watery beer, so you want to have lots of malts in there. We use lots of dextrin malts, and we ferment it with a maltose negative yeast strain, which doesn't make a lot of alcohol. So
it doesn't attenuate at all.
It stays under 0.5% ABV, by making the recipe so that there's lots of residual sugars and mouthfeel. Our non-alcoholic IPA is it really tastes like beer.
Yeah, I can imagine, man. Like, well, I'm about to find that out. Like, just so you know, my personal take on non-alcoholic beers is that they're very hard to make, especially making them well. Now, making a non-alcoholic IPA, this I've got to taste, because, normally when you pick off a non-alcoholic beer, not mentioning any brands, but you know what I'm going to say about it, you know what it tastes like. It's horrific. But I trust you, my man.
Let's open this one.
I trust you. My life is in your hands. Let's do it. It really pours like a beautiful IPA. Typical West Coast color. Wow! A lot of beautiful hop aromas, a lot of citrus smells, a lot of tropical fruit. Typical what you're really looking for in an IPA.
It's very important in non-alcoholic beers that there's mouthfeel, body to the beer. And a malt with a high dextrin content, like the Cara Claire, really makes a difference in the recipe of our Playground non-alcoholic IPA. Because it's one of the lightest Cara malts there is, it also keeps the color nice and blonde, like a proper IPA.
Beautiful marriage between hop bitterness and malt sweetness. Nothing's missing, water chemistry is perfect. And it's strange to think that I could drink, actually how many of these equals one normal beer?
A lot.
Yeah, you'd probably have to drink gallons of this stuff to get anywhere near tipsy. Thank you so much for having me, and good job, man.
Thank you very much.
You've made me a believer. Thanks. And yeah, guys, so if you're here in Holland, or anywhere in Europe actually, look for Brouwerij van de Streek, their non-alcoholic IPA. I promise you're not going to be disappointed. Thanks, cheers, and cheers to my newfound friends.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. See you next time on Brewery Spotlight.